That's recording.
Okay, here we go. Now, okay, here we are. Now we're at the, and you're zoomed out, honey? Yeah, that's all the way out. Okay, we're at the Natural Bridge, and this is in Alabama. And we're actually walking backwards now out of the, away from the bridge so that you can see. I tried to do this on my phone camera, but I don't think I got the quality. But you can see these trees here, how tall they are. They're just monstrous trees, really, you know, a couple 100 feet tall. You feel like a little ant in here. And we'll head back to the Natural Bridge in just a second, but because I didn't really get this, you know, the good quality video. Here's a stream too coming down from, this is from the waterfall at the Natural Bridge, and there's a stream going down. Over here there's a rock, it's called Indian Face, and if you can look at it, I mean, when I look at it I can see the nose and the forehead and that, but it's a rock, it's a gigantic rock, like a cliff, right there. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, maybe you can kind of see, but if you look, I'm going to try to use my finger, that looks like the nose, see, and this is the bridge of the nose, this is like the eye, and this is like the forehead here. So you can see that looks like Indian. So that's Indian Head Rock right there. And again, it's just really, I mean, you can hear like the crickets singing and that, and it's just like a constant, you know, singing sound. Now we're actually going back to the Natural Bridge here, and I think you might can see it now. We're right before it, but this is the bridge here. It starts over there, probably really over here, and goes over here, over here, over here, over here, over here, over here. And there's a second one, there's a small one that goes from here over like that way. And then there's a waterfall coming down from where the hole from the second one and the main bridge, the waterfall running down into below the Natural Bridge. I'm going to zoom in there and see if I can get better quality. So anyway, it's huge. I mean, if you were here, you would just be, you know, awestruck with the size. And then it's a big cavern back here too. This is a rock, such a huge rock with the moss growing all over it and vines and things. Back there is more of that, and it looks like prehistoric times. I mean, you feel like, you know, you're in Jurassic Park here. And again, these trees, they just, you know, I mean, you feel like an ant, you know, going into this thing here. I'm gonna back this out as far as I can. So there's the Natural Bridge. We're walking, and you can see her and see how big this is. And again, this is the largest bridge, Natural Bridge, east of the Rockies, and it's in Alabama, and the town is called Natural Bridge. That's in, and you can see the other bridge. This is the smaller bridge here, right here. This is the big bridge. That's a small bridge, and then there's a waterfall running right down over here somewhere. And I don't know if you can hear it, but you can hear the water falling. It's really, really cool. And these plants are just, hey, we'll go up these steps, see what's up here. See what we can see from up here. This, oh, okay, oh wow, you can walk around behind it. In back of it here. They had this trail here that you can walk behind the waterfall, and it's not a real you know, heavy waterfall. I don't know if you can see this, but now we're actually in the cavern. And it's kind of dark here, so I don't know how well you can see, but it sounds like there's a couple of waterfalls. Here's another one coming down here, running down here. This one is just coming out of the rocks. And I put my hand in it. As you can see the water coming off my hand down. And again, it's a little bit dark here, but you know, hopefully on the video, maybe we can lighten it up some with you know, like a photo editor thing, something. We're walking up. Let's see, Lindy going up the stairs here, and we're right at the back wall of this huge cavern. And now we're going up. Oh wow! There's another waterfall right here too, and it's actually kind of dripping on me. When I walk across here, there's like water coming out all over the place. I gotta get out of here. I don't want to get the camera wet. It's not a dive cam. There's, if you look down, you can see the pool of water where the waterfall runs, and it's hitting on these rocks here, and it's coming from up here. In fact, right there, right. Hard to see. Right up in there, and the inside of this cave, man, this is. When we saw the signs on the highway, we thought, you know, okay, we're gonna go see like in Utah and those places where you walk out there and there's a big sandstone bridge. There's not much else around it except the bridge. But this one here, it's just this this cave thing. It's just blowing my mind how cool this is. We're the only people here. It's almost about 6 o'clock, so a little bit in the evening. Here's some more water coming down from these rocks here. It just comes out of the rock. It doesn't come out from above the rock. It comes out between these little layers of rock, and it just runs down. So it's you know, if you've ever been in like caverns. Oops, I just stepped in the water. If you've ever been in caverns, you know, you kind of know what I'm talking about, where, you know, this, and here, kind of looking at the back, or the side. This is the side of the cavern. Again, here's the natural bridge up here. There's a huge tree that just goes straight up. It's just like a pole. It goes straight up and out through the hole there. This tree right here just keeps going up. It's just one big pole, and you can see the massive rock there. This is the pool of the water. There's a waterfall dropping right in there, and the other waterfall is over there. There's another waterfall right back in there. It's kind of, again, it's a little bit dark. So we were here earlier in the day. We could see a lot better. And again, to get kind of a general size of things, that's Lindy, 5 feet tall, over there. And you can see how huge this thing is. It's just really really cool. So yeah, if you're ever in Alabama and you're around this area, I would definitely recommend coming here and just checking it out. It's $3.50 a person. I think kids are like, and this trail goes along. And if you're ever a kid or even an adult and you went camping in the mountains and stuff, I've been into the mountains in Arizona and California, but I haven't really been into the mountains or woods like stuff. Oh wow, yeah. Got another thing to show you here. There's a tree like going right out of the rock right here. You can see it right there. You see, there's the root, and it's sticking out from there. And I don't know how its roots are hanging on there, the whole tree's hanging on there, but it's a huge pine tree, and it's kind of growing over the edge of the bridge. And but anyway, as I was saying, I've camped in West Coast stuff, but not here closer to the East Coast, you know, Alabama and Tennessee and Arkansas, places like that. It's really beautiful here, just really beautiful, and it's just the woods and forests. Even when you go to the cities like Memphis and places like that, any area that you go out, you know, even around the city where houses are, just any open area that isn't built on is just forest, just dense forest. And it's just really I don't know, I just really like it. I like that. So I like the jungle too. That's why, you know, the Philippines really interests me, is because I love the jungle and I love the ocean and stuff. But this is wish I was here when I was a kid. I'd be all over this place, you know, exploring and hanging out with my friends and stuff, and probably have a moonshine still back here. So, maybe not a moonshine still, but you know, I'd find one. Somebody's got one. And again, you can kind of see the bridge right here. It starts there. I would climb up there, but it's a little wet and slippery, and I don't want this to be my final YouTube video. But huge boulders and stuff coming out. There's our friendly dog that met us when we first pulled in. And that's my telephone ringing. I'm not quite sure who's calling, but somebody is. I'll have to give them a call back later. Walking around this big rock, and just massive rock. I mean, you just don't realize how big these rocks are until you're here, just like face to face with them. I've never seen a rock that big ever in my life. And this one here that I'm next to, where my hand is at, somebody carved their initials in it, in the moss. They just scratched the moss off. They didn't really deface the rock, but they scraped the moss off of the rock and put their initials. So probably not supposed to do that, or maybe you can, but kind of let you know why it's better to, man doesn't mess with too much stuff. He kind of has a tendency to, not all men, but you know, city people, I guess, they might be the ones to you know, kids and stuff, write their names on walls and, you know, natural things. I saw a thing on television where there's another path. It's a path. You can actually take this path, and it goes around. I think she said it's 1.5 miles if you take the path. And here's when we're going around this thing. The natural bridge is behind us, and now we're going into, oh dang, here's another cavern. Oh wow, another big old cavern. They cut this tree here because it was blocking the path. They cut a chunk out of this. It's just a fallen big old pine tree. Oh, there, right there, that's where it cracked and fell down, and so they kind of cut it so we could walk. Apparently it blocked the path. Here's another cavern. But anyway, there's like 1.5 miles of trails. Another waterfall coming from up here. And I kind of wish I had a shorter lens. And I don't know if you can really see, but there's all kinds of natural formation. Like if this was lava and melted, and it's got all these shapes and things in it. It almost looks like wood grain of a tree. And it's really pretty cool. So I don't know if you can see it. And it gets kind of dark there if I zoom in too much, but just really interesting patterns. And there's more water, like I said, falling from there. That's like a waterfall coming down. Again, here's Lindy coming up. She's gonna lead the way. There's our friendly little dog sniffing maybe a spot to Probably has to pee or something. You know, those dogs, they sniff it out before they find a good spot. So here we are going up here. It's a little slippery. These are kind of sandy, kind of gritty, sandy, muddish kind of a thing. And again, you can see it's dark in here. It's not as dark as the camera may show. And again, I'm going to try to lighten this up some, just so you guys can get a better feel for what this is. And here comes the dog coming along. Maybe it's like a tour dog where he kind of guides us. And the camera, there it is. It just got focused. It's trying to focus on this rock right here, and it didn't focus on the pool of water in here. This is the cavern or cave, natural cave. I can imagine back in the old days, cave people and Indians and that would probably hang out here, you know, maybe take a